beautiful people. You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's a girl, Jenny. Hope you've been staying safe all this while. Yes, that's our word. Yes, keep staying safe because it's so necessary. Okay, now back to my episode. In the last episode, I told you guys that we'll continue our discussion concerning the child molestation. Yes, so it is part B of what we had the last time. Hope you guys enjoyed the last video. So stay glued because you're going to enjoy this video more than the last video. Yes, it's a promise. Okay, we said that we'll be talking about how to identify a possible abuser. Yes, that's one of the things I will discuss. What a perpetrator says to your child, yes, to their victims, what they say to them when they know that the child or the victims wants to speak out, what they tell them. We're going to also learn about it today. Also, the possible signs that your child have been abused. Yes, the possible sign that your child has been abused. You have to know it. Yeah, so when you see those signs, you probe in and know what is happening and how it happened. Yes. Then, effect of child abuse, child or sexual abuse. Yes, you have to know the effect of it to the victims. Then, the best ways to avoid this happening to our children. That is what we'll be learning on this episode. Is someone happy? Just give me a thumbs up right there. Okay, how do I identify an abuser? One, they always like staying around the child, or vice versa, in the sense that the child might also always like staying around that abuser. Yes, in some cases it's that way. It's not as if your child can be fond of anybody, but once in a while, when he's at extreme, yes, or when you suspect some things, and you see this sign as well, you should not just take it like normal thing. Just try to understand it. If you're wrong, your guess was wrong, no problem. But at least it's better you tried than not doing anything at all. It will pay you the more that you even saw some signs and you overlooked it. Yeah, because of your trust. Yeah. Then in some cases, the children always get jilted. Like when they see the abuser, they always feel uncomfortable staying around them, or once they sight them, they don't. Sometimes in some cases it's like that, and it usually happens to children that want to speak out. Yeah, it happens to children that want to speak out. So they are not just comfortable once they sight that abuser. So also take note of such things. When your child is not really comfortable with somebody, always and you're so close to this person, so you ask, you probe, maybe what's happening? Why don't you? You have a way. You should know your way. Have a way around your kids. Yes, that's one thing that you have to know as a parent. Then another thing that easily or they conveniently accepts to take care of a child when you're not going to be around or when you're not disposed. Yeah, like they are readily available to take charge, even if they have a function they are supposed to attend. But once you open your mouth like, I'm going out or I'm traveling, please can you stay? They easily accept that as well. So you can also identify an abuser through this method. Yes, you should just start counting. No be all what they call it discipline from an outsider. It's from the heart. Not all. Do you understand? Not all the discipline that you see from an outsider is really, really disciplined. It's not always all for good. Yeah. Some are just to oppress that your child, not to speak out. Yes, someone to oppress him or to make him know that he or she has an upper hand, where even when your mommy is around, I can do this to you or that. So please, sometimes just be vigilant, yeah, because they want to oppress that child so that tomorrow he will feel that maybe this auntie or this uncle is actually stronger than my mommy or my daddy. Because the children, they have their own mentality. Yes, that's why they are children. Yes, so If your child don't want to go to some places as well, like you want them to go for a holiday like all the time, they always other people who like going there, but that particular child don't want to go there. Just dig deeper and you understand some things. That's what I'm trying to explain to us. There are some things when they don't want to go to some places or visit some places, whereas other people are excited to go there, and that particular child don't want. There is a reason. Don't always force your child like you have to, you must. Please see to as in to their protection first. Understand them first. Give them that leverage sometimes, yeah, to express themselves. Like, okay, tell me what happened. Why don't you like this place? Why don't you want to go for holiday here? Why don't you want to visit an uncle or grandpa? Or because there is a reason. Even if it's not that uncle or anybody, it might be people around the uncle's place or the grandpa's place or grandma's place that is oppressing that child and abusing that child. So this is the reason why you have to be sensitive to what they are thinking about at every given time. Anything they are objecting to, please try. Don't always go out, be out straight to discipline or to attack. Sometimes just draw them closer. They will least expect it, but it is forced. You want to get something out. Yes, don't just neglect. Stop this negligence today and be vigilant. Yeah, for your safety and for your child's safety. Most importantly, child abuse as well can occur between siblings. Yes, you're imagining it, but it happens. It has been documented. Yes, so it can happen between siblings. Set rules in your homes. Separate their rooms or beddings when necessary. Yeah, maybe there are still children. Okay, you can leave them at a point in time. Please set some rules. Separate their rooms as well. Boys this way, girls this way. Yes, it's necessary. There was a case of twins having sex with each other. Can you imagine that? Yeah, twins. When they were asked, they said they saw their mom and their dad doing the same thing that they're doing. So you see, how can we be this careless? How? How we shouldn't be that careless? Yes, because of the carelessness of the parents, their innocent minds were polluted and their lives destroyed. Have you seen what I'm trying to let you know? Some people, you stay in the same room with your children and you sleep in the same. Some even have different rooms, but they still sleep with their children. It's not right. Sometimes maybe you will just be carried away. They will just be awake watching you because they're still like, what is happening? They're confused and they're watching. You continue with doing it, you continue in that way. When they grow, they want to practice it also to understand what mommy and daddy as well are doing. So please, don't be that careless. Stop it today. If you're practicing that, please stop it. These kids are so sharp. You should just know that. Their minds, everything, they are so sharp that anything that they pick, anything that they see, they pick it immediately. So please, as a mom, as a dad, don't ever make out with your husband or your wife in the same room with your child. Please, no matter how small, just set that rule, both amongst them and amongst yourself too. Please just set that rule. Yeah. Then the next thing we'll be looking at is what perpetrators say to these victims. Yeah. What they say to the victim that wants to speak out. Okay, I will kill you. That's it. That's the first threat. I will kill you. You will die. Mommy will hate you. Something like that. So that is the reason why you have to gain your children's trust. Make them know that no matter what, there's no best friend that you have except from mommy or daddy. There's no best friend. Just try to let them know that. So when someone is telling them mommy will hate you, he or she will know what mommy said and know that this is lying to me. And mommy is my best friend. And no matter what, I'll tell her anything. That is why you have to start informing your children. Yes, this is what I say to them. Mommy will hate you. Daddy will hate you. Mommy will beat you. Mommy will also blame you. They will make them feel responsible for what happened. So they will not speak out. Mommy will blame you. Mommy and daddy will die. Some will go to that extreme. And when your child loves you so much, they'll be like, I don't want my mommy or my daddy to die. So I can't tell them. Maybe uncle will beat them. Maybe uncle will kill them or anything. So with that, that child can't speak out. So what are you waiting for today? Please, don't just take this as any random gist. Please. I'm saying this because it hurts me. Really. So please, let's just amend our ways in any way we've gone wrong and get back our kids. Yes, they are ours. They are ours. Let's get them back today. There is still time. Possible ways that you know how you know your child has been abused. Okay, one of these ways is isolation. That child isolates him or herself. Starts isolating. Yeah. Maybe your child used to be an extrovert kind of. At the point this child starts isolating. Yeah. Secondly, can start being aggressive. At any little thing, he or she is aggressive. You watch it. Anxiety, as in fear. Your child that has been brave and all that, start being anxious, like being scared at any little thing or all that. These are some of the signs that you have to know. Yeah, look out for it. Then difficulty in walking. Like I said, when people see your child walking somehow, you're not even like, come, what happened? Oh, I fall down. Okay, let me see it. Yeah, not just your child changes steps and you're comfortable. Some of them will not even notice. Some of us will not even notice it at all. That the child, this is not how my child used to walk. They won't even notice it. Even when they serious and say, Mommy, see something happening to her. She's walking this way now, or he's walking this way. You see, like, go and take drug, go and take paracetamol, you'll be okay. Please, watch out for these signs. It's real. Then, sudden drop in academic performance. Yeah, your child used to be so brilliant, sharp, attentive, and all that. Then all of a sudden, it drops academically. Watch out for something that is bothering that child. There is actually something. So that is one of the signs as well. Then poor social interaction. The child can be an edge, can play, interact, and all that. Next thing, he's withdrawn. Please watch out for this sign. And so many other signs here that I can't really mention. So if you have any sign also that you want to notify us of, you can also drop it down at the comment section below. Okay, let's go to effect of child sexual abuse. This is the big deal when it's been done. That's why I said let's try our best to curb it not to happen, so it won't just happen, for us to start looking for and the effects, what it will cause to that child. Is the abused child becomes a serial abuser. Yeah, kind of some things you see, like in all this house help and all that, they were raped, they were abused earlier on, and it's just now in them, they now becomes serial abuser. Is just there, as in that's what they're now good at doing. They enjoy it. That's one of the effects. And once a child is that way, tell me, how can you start curbing it at that point? It will be so difficult. Yes. Then depression. Yes, they'll fall into depression. And you know the stories of depression, how depressed people behave, what happens to them. You all know that. They'll fall into that. Again, suicidal thoughts. They'll start thinking about how to kill themselves. Is of no use. And when this person keeps on abusing and all the signs that he or she has been exhibiting, you as a parent or as a guardian is not even noticing it. And he can't speak out because you're not there. You don't want to listen. You don't want to pay attention to him or her. Next thing, start thinking about how to take his life or her life. So these are some of the things also, some of the effects it has on children or the victims, rather. Okay, guilt. You'll be guilty because you don't know what the perpetrator told them. They will just be guilty. stigma, as in how people be stigmatizing them if they even discuss it. So they don't want to, and even ones that are already out, they'll be stigmatized. So the effect is so damaging. Yes. Then lifelong psychological trauma. Yeah, some people have it. Like anytime, maybe even they get married, they can't just handle it. They can't just stay. They can't just imagine it. Once the husband is coming to the child tends to like the trauma is still there. Psychological effect. It can't ever be normal. It can't ever be okay. So these are some of the signs and effects that it has on these victims. They will be aggressive. I said it, they'll be aggressive, they'll be withdrawn, they'll be infected with STDs, aggression, they'll be so aggressive, they'll be withdrawn from the rest of the family. These are some effects. Forever, they'll be withdrawn. Then some will be infected with STDs and they'll keep on taking drugs and all that. You don't know the kind of STD they'll be infected with. So this is it. Some they'll contact so many STDs, you understand what I'm saying? And that is it. Some STDs will cause them taking drugs for the rest of their lives, and so many, and so on and so forth. Then there's something we want to talk about. Talk about the boys. Yes. All the time it's always the girl child, and all that. But the boys, study has shown that most cases, most victims that you see, higher in the boys. Boys are the most victims of anal sex. Have you ever thought of that? Most times they will not even speak out because we don't even pay attention to that. We don't even imagine it most times. So that anal sex. But because we do not pay attention, healing is a terrible process to them. Yes. So today, as I'm talking, please, if you're a mother of boys, someone say, I don't have girl, at least I'm relaxed, I can even rest and all that. No, boys also, I'm telling you today that boys are most victims and they can't speak out because you don't even listen or think about their own issues. So that is it. Please watch over your boys. Watch over them as well as the baby girls. Yes. Start today. If you've neglected them a long time, just start today. Do not be a hard mom or dad. Do not be. Yes. Sometimes something might be happening and you can't perceive it. Something might be happening and you can't perceive it because we're a hard mom and a hard dad. So please strike a balance between discipline and love. Ejo, I beg, strike a balance. I've said it earlier on between discipline and love. Yeah, so you can be there when you are needed, so that they can have the mind to come and open up to you. Yes, give your kids sex education. I've said it. Proportional to their age. I said this from 2 years, they are good to go. A child of 2 years or even less, tell them what nobody should touch. Okay? Tell them what nobody must do with their body. You tell them some secret, something that nobody should do or play with in their body. Just tell your child, educate them, please. Educate them. Fathers, mothers, please educate them. Encourage them to speak out in the house. Even if at the initial stage your child has been an introvert, please keep on pushing that child to speak out, to be talking. Engage that child. That is what you can do for them. Some are born introverts, yeah. So even in those ones, it's so difficult. So your duty now is to make sure you help them to start speaking out. You encourage them. You cheer them to start speaking out and having that horrible look, like hard look that they can't even be free. They will go in as usual because that's their nature. My house, I have an extrovert, I have an introvert. I know how to handle the two of them. Most times my boy wants to talk, sometimes we just keep quiet. Tell me, what is it? Feel free, talk to me. What happened? What? You just cheer that one out. But the extrovert one, no, you don't even need to ask him anything. He's already telling you the whole gist. So kids differs. So please, if you find yourself in any categories, know how to handle it. Encourage them to speak out in the house and everywhere. Yeah, let them speak out. Everyone must respect one another's privacy. Yes, everyone, even you as a parent, you respect their privacy. And even also their opinions counts. Don't just make them feel less value. Please. Because making them feel less value would demoralize them the more. Cheer them up. Encourage them. Make them feel loved. Make them speak out. These are our duties. Yes. Then, now we're going to move to best ways to avoid this abuse. Please bond more with our jewels. There is nothing like bonding well with them. Bond more. Even if you are doing it like 70%, please try that 100%. This is our jewels we're talking about here. They are priceless. That job, that business can't produce them. God gave them to us, and we are answerable to them. So please bond more with them. Create more time with them. Not all the time you are working, you're in your system, you are doing this, you are doing that. Bond more with your children, because that is when they will open up to some certain things that your mind or you've never thought about. That's the point. Yes. Then teach them the SRR action. You want to know what SRR means? Scream. S is a scream. Yeah. R is a run, and the other R is for report. So they should scream, run, and report. Okay? This is the action. Once anything happening, see what you do? You shout, you scream, okay? You run, and you report immediately. Don't ever keep it. Nobody will flog you. Yes, nobody will beat you. Nobody will blame you as well, okay? And I can never kill you. You know I love you so much. I love you. Tell them, encourage them, cheer them up to practice this. Yes. We are learned. We shouldn't, even when you're not learned, you learn from online platforms. Yes. Such as this platform, you learn from it. You pray for them. Yes. Because all these things will be possible if God is there, assisting us to know all the signs, giving us the grace and the strength to know the signs. So above all, you pray for them. The child molesters will not go near them. Okay? You watch and you pray. Yes. So pray for them that all these child molesters, abusers will not come near them. They can't come near our children. That I'm sure of, but we have to do our part. Yes. Be sensitive. And in conclusion, child molestation is real. It's so real. Yes. With all the things I've outlined, you should know that it's so real. It is more painful if it happens under your nose. It's more painful when it happens under your nose. So please be vigilant, be sensitive, and show more love to our children. Gain their trust and their confidence. Yes, that's all you have to do as a parent. And when you pray, we put them in the prayers. So the abusers will never see our children. So guys, this is where we're going to end our discussion for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please, I need a thumbs up. And again, comment in the comment section below if there's anything you want us to talk about or to learn more. Please just comment there. And as well, if you've not subscribed, subscribe. Share the link as well so your girl will keep on growing. I really appreciate you all. I love you guys so much from the depth of my heart. Yes, I love you guys. Take care of yourselves and bye for now. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.